Good all time to our immortals out there, and welcome back to Infinity Complex Palace of the Immortals. I am Chris.
Leah.
I am Gamgee.
And we are back with more Ace Combat 7.
We have to restart the story.
It has been a very long time since we played the campaign of this game.
Yeah.
And as a result, I don't remember the story. So we've got to start over.
We got to start over. All I remember was that there was some guy who was really, really good, and yeah.
That's an old Scottish man who's very
Oh,
lonely.
I wasn't done talking to you. I had one more thing I wanted to do before we started the episode, but now I have to wait until after, so don't let me forget.
I forgot what we were talking about.
Well, no, I wanted to do the trivia for Warm Bodies since we watched it last night, but I didn't
do it now.
Do the trivia for Warm Bodies?
After we watch cutscenes, obviously.
Okay.
Yes, we watched Warm Bodies last night, and yes, I am going to admit. Hang on a second. No, I'm just gonna play normal. I don't want to deal with the hard mode. I just want to have fun.
But hard is fun.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's really quiet.
I didn't think it would be that quiet. Hold up.
When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams
Gamgee?
is a deep,
Yeah.
dark
Yeah, we can still hear you.
Deep dark blue.
That's better. Way better, right?
Yeah, and she's the granddaughter of the guy who's really, really, really good.
Pirates have been in my family for
Or
4
something like that.
generations.
Yeah.
Flying
I love the graphics in this game.
Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force.
And you're some sort of prisoner.
The Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
Am I?
I think so.
I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look,
Man,
Gramps taught
the
me
amount of
to
detail
see
they
the
went
world.
into.
Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream.
The grainy paper of that graphic,
Taking to the
or of that
skies will
magazine.
be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack in the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth
Oh,
working
man.
with those geezers. They taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A
What's so
prototype.
funny about planes?
It wasn't much
So
of a plane.
she's talking about how growing up.
Laugh at it all you
Nah,
want.
you don't have to
Technology's
explain.
always
I'm just
changing.
being
If you
dumb.
don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass.
Growing up, she said that there was an airfield
It took 6 years
not
to
far
get
from where they
my
lived,
license
and her
back.
grandpa was friends with the guy who ran it.
Another year and a half after
It was an
that,
airplane graveyard, and they ended up building their own jet.
I'd gone from being a little girl to
Out of the scrap jet.
But she
Yeah.
said she ended up doing most of the work because her grandfather was too old and him and his buddies were,
wherever the
And
souls
she-
of the
and
Gramps and the
had
stars
failing
Eventually, her
eyesight and stuff.
grandpa and the old guys died, and she kept working and finished the plane. Finally.
Then, finally,
Now it's just her.
I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
This
It
plane
is a
can't
pretty
even
game.
turn.
And I did like the story.
This plane can't even turn. All this plane can do is accelerate, fly up, and... what was
She
it?
didn't even say it could land, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Those circles are interesting. Whenever I'm in a plane and I fly over all of those circles on the ground, I'm like, what is that?
So, I flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky.
Then I stalled.
I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing.
Cool plane.
G's at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have put him on a F-15, this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Yep. Shot down by a military plane. Why did I not see that coming? Oh, wait. I did. A military plane saw her while they were chasing something and shot her down. Because she didn't have any sort of frequency thing on it to identify her as civilian.
Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission.
Here's my mission.
It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade.
I'm going to be playing both Ace Combat 5 and Ace Combat 7. So, if you guys are wondering why I'm playing Ace Combat 5 and 7, I'm going to be playing both. The stories aren't connected. You can play the Ace Combat games in any order, I think. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they have no connection. They use the same names and stuff for a lot of stuff, but
We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
we're already under fire.
The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
This is not a drill.
Alright, let's go. Trigger, Clown, Knocker, Brownie, Golem 3, Golem 4. And the target is TU-95. My aircraft tree. Now, thankfully, I still have
TU.
aircraft and money. But what? No, UTU.
TU.
TU.
You still have aircraft and money?
I should have some money. I don't know how much money I have. I have 196 money. I think I'm working on something. Can I zoom out? Yeah, here we go. Oh, there we go. That helps big time. So I can see what I got. I'm going this way for... Well... Okay, I guess I went all the way to the end here and got this plane.
Yup.
So I've already got one of the last planes of the game. It's a good one. I'm just going to use it. Actually, I'm going to use this one because I like it.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
Like that. Yeah, baby.
I like it like that. Okay. Are you ready for
Wait,
trivia, or do I need to wait
I
until...
wanted to see if I could customize the plane in here, or if I have to do it from somewhere else. Nope. Start mission. I just have to pick it. Quick maneuver air to air. Semi-active air to air. No, I want the quick maneuver.
Pointy plane is pointy.
Sortie with my... You know, I love the inverted wings.
Aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
It's so alien in its design, and yet it's absolutely real. Go ahead. Lee's gonna do some trivia about warm bodies.
Okay, the first one is silly because we already know that it's a nod to Romeo and Juliet, so we don't need to read the first one.
Right. I've got a foxy fox on my wing. It's foxy. Am I trigger?
Yes, your trigger.
Okay. Well, I'll be something else because I can't be trigger mortis, obviously. So I'll be trigger marole.
Trigger marole.
Works.
Alright, babe, go ahead. We don't need to listen to what they have to say anymore.
Alright, there's a book version of the movie.
I know that.
Okay, in the book, R wears a black suit with a red tie, identifying him as a corporate zombie, and has a zombie wife and zombie kids he has to feed. The film changes that, obviously.
Obviously.
The image on the movie poster of R giving Julie flowers never occurs in the movie, but did occur in the book.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Apparently one of the zombies looks like Rick from The Walking Dead.
Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Woohoo!
Enemy bomber
Really?
confirmed down.
Apparently, yeah.
Mage 2. Not bad, Mage 2.
Remember the thing we were making fun of over the speaker? The white zone is for loading and unloading of passengers only?
Yeah.
Apparently that was taken from Airplane. Had to go through zombie camp. I've heard of zombie camp.
Let's go introduce ourselves.
Makes sense. I have heard of that.
I've never seen I Am Number 4, so I don't really care about that.
Oh, I was actually going to suggest watching that at some point.
Okay, well apparently Teresa Palmer mentioned in the DVD commentary that one of the moves she does during the zombie fight with the weed whacker is an homage to one of her previous roles in that movie.
Whoa,
apparently
threw me off.
that Blu-ray of the movie Zombie is often noted as being one of the greatest zombie movies of all time.
Zombie?
Zombie 1979 is apparently one of the greatest zombie movies of all time.
Okay. I feel like I don't believe that.
Teresa Palmer's first shooting scene was her kissing Perry in the car and confessing her love to him in the flashback.
Shaun of the Dead is the best zombie movie.
Okay.
It's one of the good ones.
Perry is supposed to be Paris from Romeo and Juliet. What did he say? I missed it.
Damn it!
I said Shaun of the Dead is the best zombie
Oh,
movie.
right.
Right.
That is a really good movie.
Paris.
Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba.
I figured out Mercutio.
Yeah. Based on the novel, we already knew that.
Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits. Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
They changed Nora from how she was in the book.
Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was pretty funny.
I've got your 6 covered, sir.
At some point, R thinks back to what life was like before the plague, when everyone could express themselves and enjoy each other's company, and everyone in the scene is using a cell phone rather than talking to the people around them. Which I did laugh at, because we just watched that other movie, Jexy.
Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Nice. UAVs.
The actors portraying the zombies in this film chose not to blink. It was uncomfortable for Nicholas Hoult, who did a few long scenes without blinking. Later in the film, when the zombies become more human, they start blinking.
That's cool.
Who's Nicholas Hoult?
He's the main guy.
He's the main guy.
R?
Yeah, he's R.
Appreciate the 411.
He's also the main character in that Jack and the Beanstalk movie.
Who's the guy that played him?
M? I'll look in a second. I'm almost done with that. The ending of the book is different.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we're gonna have to read the book at some point, maybe.
Did not mean to fire. Took my hand off the controller and hit circle as I did. Shite!
Alright, I'll go look up who that actor is now.
Ooh, get the hell off of me, ass. Get the hell off of me, ass.
Rob Cordy?
He's pretty funny.
He is pretty funny.
H2, missile launch.
They say.
H2, they have a lock on you.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that movie is hilarious. It's hilarious and it's cute. Hi, what happened to the other live stream?
What other live stream?
The one that did not record all the way.
Oh,
the painting.
Yeah, it turned into a nightmare.
Apparently, recording YouTube videos on his phone is impossible, so...
Yep.
So it just ended up not being a very good recording.
Which means that's something
just
that we're
kept
not gonna be able
on
to do.
saying, alright.
Yeah, because the app on my phone broke, and it only recorded 11 minutes of the video out of 27 minutes, and I didn't even notice it.
So we just kept recording. But that's why, another reason why I gave you my phone was so you could keep checking the recording.
I did keep looking at it, but my hands kept, I had to keep taking my hands off, so every time I look at it, it would be while I wasn't actively doing what I was doing, so it looked like it was still there. I didn't notice my hand just in the very edge of the screen going.
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
So I didn't realize it was looping.
This is HQ. Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with all the drones? Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
Alright, I missed the entire first mission. What did you have to do?
I had to basically stop a bunch of people from bombing this place and then destroy some unarmed drone or unmanned drones.
Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I can watch the entire thing and fast forward now since it records your flight.
Yeah.
Ow. We can also just skip it, can't we?
No. I actually wanna.
You wanted to see something?
Whoa!
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I'm cycling through it. There we go. I can control the angle at this point. But you're to see. So right now I'm just basically going after these. I think they were MiGs.
Okay.
And I'm using my special weapons so that I can get them at high range so that it's hard for them to get away and so that it blows them up in one shot. So,
Gotcha.
I'm going for speed and efficiency.
Are you going the distance?
I'm going for speed and efficiency. That's what I just said. And no, they're about the same distance as my regular missiles, so... So anyway.
If you can make it... So anyway.
There was a plane that I flew through near the very end. Right, like, you gotta see this.
Okay. Hurry up and get there.
Ooh, that one was a good one.
Whoa, that's a weird noise.
That's the MG.
What?
Nothing.
What'd you say about me?
There's a weird noise. Are you having fun, babe?
No, I'm never having fun. That wasn't it.
Excuse me.
So, I think at this point in time, I'm gonna turn... Yeah. So right now I can't hear what they're saying.
They're locked on me.
Is it this one? Oh yeah.
I flew right through that plane's smoke.
Mm-hmm.
And wreckage like, goodbye.
Cool shot.
That is a cool shot.
Okay. And then I basically just did that some more.
Like you do every time?
Pretty much.
No, it's like your favorite thing to do is fly through planes.
I don't like to do it, but you know what? When you are flying right at the bottom of a plane and you can just fire your missiles right into their underbelly.
We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We
No,
know the attacking bogey.
Not the Albatross.
International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe.
Severe damage?
By failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Nice.
Yay.
Thanks, buddy pal.
Thanks, buddy pal.
Yeah, see, there, I knocked out some bugs, some MiGs, and I think a TU something or other somewhere. Yeah, see. All together, I knocked out 19 planes.
Look at you go.
Next mission.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers.
Taking out air is always a big deal in these games.
Breaking news.
And I'm not sure if that's accurate in real war, but taking out an air force is major in these games.
Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yuuzhan peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and
There might
managed to shoot
actually
down a
be
number of
a
Erusian
timeline to
fighters.
these games.
Some of the disabled planes then crashed into
But
residential
there might not
areas.
be. I have to look at the maps.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yuuzhan was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yuuzhans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yuuzhan, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Yeah, we remember that. I like her story. Most of the time, I'm not a big fan of the stories.
Yeah.
Or the side characters. There's one about a kid who grew up in the war in Ace Combat 4, and he talks about your rival pilot.
Air Force Base, then got arrested.
I'll tell you later.
Wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette de Lys. Dude, what a name. If something is practically leveled, you may as well just level it. It would be cheaper to rebuild it than it'd be to repair
I
it.
was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of
It
kilometers
makes sense.
from Erusia
They
on
destroyed
the
a ton of
opposite side
military,
the
remember?
continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck
I'll catch you up in a
turrets
second,
parked in
KMG.
front of the gate.
Catch me up on
Its
what?
gun was aimed at
What's
the door.
happening?
Oh, I'm
This
fine.
was a prison.
It's
I'm sure
also,
it's
so
just
I can
war
summarize,
But half
just
the
for
tower
fun.
trucks were just big
Alright.
balloons. And the runways weren't even paved, just painted
Oh my
over.
god, I gotta catch you up now.
The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Alright. So, she was shot down, but survived. And the military, while she was up in her plane doing all this, a war was started between two countries. That's why they shot her down. Because she was an unidentified aircraft. They took her prisoner and then took her to this base. And the base, it turned out to just be a fake base. All the trucks and shit were balloons. And it shows like 3 soldiers carrying a big-ass oil tanker balloon across a military compound. This is fucking hysterical.
Yeah, that's funny. Like some Metal Gear shit, almost.
So now we have to capture the space elevator. That's what they're talking about.
I remember you capturing the space elevator.
Okay, so currently all that red area is area that is controlled by the other country.
Mm-hmm.
They fucking dominated us.
The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Am I hitting ground targets? Or air targets? Radar vehicle.
Ground
radar
targets.
Vehicle, radar, okay. Ground targets with some air-to-air.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. So, I need to pick the right tree. Or the right plane. Why did I say tree? I don't have the ability to modify my planes because I haven't gotten to that part of the story. A raven? Good freaky deaky plane.
That is an interesting plane.
ADF 01. Looks like the Raven, but with a different paint job. ADFX 01. What a nose. I'm kidding. It's a long plane.
It is a long plane.
Inverse wings. You know what it kind of has a vibe from? Like a double vibe on?
What?
It kind of gives me like a mix between the SU-47 that I like and the SR-71 Blackbird. That's what it feels like. Air to ground is crap though. Also, these are special planes that they give you.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to use them. I don't like that stuff. I want to use one of my planes that I've unlocked. Ooh. Hello.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. It's pretty.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to buy more planes.
Okay.
I'm going to go for ground, air to ground, death kill, air to grounds. No, I'm looking for a specific plane because I actually want to use it if it's in here.
The biplane?
No. The A-10. But it may not actually be in here. That's the F-A-10. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though. Oh! Yes! It's all by itself in this little area here.
I see.
I got a new plane. This one.
This one.
It's pretty.
It is
I
pretty.
like how its wings fold.
It's.
I think its wings fold.
Yeah, it had very tiny wings, it looked like. Whew, I have a mighty thirst.
Tomcat. It's Super Tomcat. That's what I thought. I was like, that's the F-14, but the F-14 is an F-14A Tomcat. It's there. The Tomcat is the A model. This is the Super Tomcat. I don't think I've heard of that one.
Super!
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the A-10 because I don't have a lot of money right now. This guy is funky looking.
Gamgee, do you have a favorite Night Vale, like, cryptid or whatever?
Oh, no, I have no clue. I
went the wrong way.
I haven't listened to all of it.
I haven't listened to it either.
If I had gone this way.
But I really like the dog park episode. And also the glow cloud.
I like the one where it was like the big orb, I think, that was floating over the city.
Yes,
I remember
I think
that.
I've heard that one.
Well,
I remember the one song about sitting on the bus, waiting on the
That's
bus
like
in the
the
rain.
first episode.
Yeah, I've only watched or listened to the first 5 or so, but I love them.
I've posted that song on the Discord before because I was waiting for the bus in the rain.
Pretty.
Yes.
It is pretty. I like the teal camo.
I actually chose it because it is an air-to-ground plane, which means it's got a special air-to-ground, and I have all of its air-to-grounds. One of its air-to-grounds is target 4 ground targets at once. Up to. So I can just be like, let me get as close as I can, and it goes like this.
Target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
The aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep. Fox 2. Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! The radar vehicles are under fire! It's popping off now, Trigger.
It's popping off now.
Popping off the top of this esophagus. Sorry.
I'm not a large water-dwelling mammal. Where'd you get that preposterous
No, not a
hypothesis?
large
flying military jet.
Yeah.
That works.
Whoa, did you see how close I was?
I saw how close you were to those. Yes.
Got a little scared there.
Yeah, are you having fun flying this close to the treetops?
Well, I mean, I'm an air-to-ground guy, right? I should be air-to-ground.
No, that hurts you. That's what they don't mean that by air to ground.
Oh, it's not like ATA, all-terrain airplane.
Missile. 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 That's the one thing I did hate about this game.
I like missile.
It gets really old really fast sometimes.
I had it actually saved as a ringtone for my phone once.
Oh my god.
If somebody was calling me, it would go, missile. Okay, I took out all the targets. Which is now just cause as much damage as possible.
Nice.
Woo! Oh, tons of planes in the air. Those are the new targets.
Can you feel them coming in the air tonight?
I can feel them exploding in the air tonight. Man, this plane is wonky. I'm kidding. I'm just a terrible pilot. Actually, believe it or not, I'm a way better pilot in VR.
Yeah, I remember when you were playing this in VR.
When I'm in VR games, I can determine where I want to go by using my visuals instead of, like, by actually looking. I can be like,
Yeah.
like, okay, the guy's above me, and see where I need to turn perfectly. It's the best.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, I can only do it for about an hour before the VR headset starts to hurt my head. Not make me nauseous. Man, this MiG is making it hard. He took a bite out of me. A-864D. Oh, that's a helicopter. That's way over here. I don't need to get involved in that, but I do need to get out of there so I can turn around.
Itchy foot.
There we go. MiG. Get your shit under control, Chris. Ooh!
Very nice, very nice.
Face first missile. How do you feel about that?
I don't think he feels much of anything. Whoa, that looked insane.
Yeah.
When you do the replay, yeah.
What the fuck was that? There's another one there. I gotta take them out fast.
Missile launch. Missile hit. We dodged it.
Whoa. Quick spin. Missile shot. Go.
All transports have been destroyed.
Just in case.
3 targets remaining.
Okay. What are my remaining targets? There's a ground-based target, which has got to be one of the big planes. Just can't freaking target it for some reason.
Missile.
Control tower taken out. Alright. Targets. Finish up the targets. Whoa, what happened? What happened? Oh no. Man, these things suck.
The drones? Yeah, I remember you had a hard time with these.
Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close. Wait, they're being launched. You're clear to engage. They're probably hostile. Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones.
Holy! Did you say what shit?
Yup.
Fucking confused
They're
me.
so fast.
Somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Column 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Repeat, bandits are drones. Column 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters.
Did I get it or not? I'm pretty sure I whiffed the shot.
He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. He escaped into the clouds.
I am just trying to lock onto this guy. He is not giving me any time of day.
Yup.
Ouch, he's gone. Distant one, that one.
This is making me nauseous, and we're not even in VR.
Should be right behind his ass about now. Nope, he's like, no, you're coming up behind me? I'm gonna get behind you.
Coming up.
Try and read their movements, man, that's not easy. Alright? You try and read my movements.
Oh, jeez, babe!
H2's crashed.
I crashed.
Dang.
Alright. Dag.
It happens.
How long have we been at this?
Not very long. 44 minutes. I stand corrected.
Alright, yeah, we'll stop. Guys, like, share, subscribe, comment, check us out on Discord and Patreon.
Shout out to Diley Bear.
Husky Gaming.
And Greg from Vigigamer.
Whatever you like to do.
Whatever you'd like to do.
Wait.
Stay immortal.
Wait, whatever you choose to do. Right.
Don't go dying on us. We love all of you.
And we'll see you next time. I'm really confused. Why did I say what you'd like to do?
I guess it's basically the same thing.
I guess so. It's weird.